yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's Thursday night football, and we're ready for another wild game. Anybody check out that first Monday night football game? Joe, talk to me about that first Monday night football game.
It was a crazy game, but guys, the first week of football was exciting, but there were a couple surprises. What happened to your Lions, John?
Look, that's Detroit Lions right there. They look good in the beginning, but, what about Kyler Murray those first 3 quarters?
Yeah, you guys were locking him up, but like I said, guys, Kyler Murray is on the verge of being elite. I think he's a really good quarterback. He showed it.
He did. The thing that I noticed about Kyler Murray was right away is that he can thread the needle.
Yeah, I completely agree. You saw that pinpoint accuracy and then him rolling out of the pocket. You know, he's great rolling out of the pocket and throwing on the run as well.
Yeah, so that's one of the things right away I noticed. But you got to set this guy up if you want him to succeed. You got to really set him up because, man, did that look rough there in the very beginning of that. It was looking rough, and it was like, uh-oh, the Kyler Murray experiment isn't going quite as everybody thought it might.
Yeah, I agree. I was honestly disappointed and then surprised when in the fourth quarter they were coming back, and I was like, wow, they might come back and win this game. But it ended up in a tie.
And there you have Detroit Lions football. It reminds me of another team, the Buccaneer football, Joe.
Man, that was disappointing. We had the game won, but it's really hard to trust in Jameis.
Well, it's hard to trust in Jameis, but Jameis is, I tell you, guys, I'm going to put it on blast right now, okay? Tampa Bay AM radio station, 620 WDAE. You got the Ian Beckles on there, and this guy is defending. I think, Ian, you've got a man crush on Jameis Winston because you're blaming everybody on the team. I want to go to producer Dave. Dave, could you do me a huge favor? On the live stream on Sports Static, can you put a post that tags WDAE 620 AM? I want to tag them because I want to blast them so they get a chance to see this part of the segment. And you can go ahead and tell them about what time it happened at. And put a little post in there. We're couple minutes into the show. Ian Beckles on there. The rest of the teams over there at the 620 radio. Joe, do you ever listen to that 80 AM station?
I do.
Okay.
Sports in the morning.
You listen to it. What?
Sports in the morning.
Oh, okay. Sports in the morning. So I listen to that, and I'm telling you right now, it's crazy because this guy is blaming everybody. Then he starts saying, you gotta be crazy. You must be on medication. You must. And then he starts saying, well, if you've never, from the couch, this is what you're saying. So he's trying to tell us we don't know what we're looking at because we're looking at it from the couch, I said. Can you believe that?
I can't believe it. We're looking at it from the couch, guys. And I have no words.
Well, I have words, and my words are, Ian, look, if you want to go ahead and get a Jameis tattoo on your forearm, go ahead. But I hate to tell you, to your credit, if that's what you want, credit, you're making yourself look lousy, and you played the game. So, from an NFL player, not from the couch, from an NFL player, Mr. Ian, you should know we've already seen what we're going to see from Jameis. Don't you dare try to blame this on the team and his decisions. And he's like, well, he's got 30 more. Look at his touchdowns versus interceptions. Really? Just look at his turnovers, period, okay? I'm going to pull some stats out for you, Mr. Ian Beckles, and then we'll see what you think about that. I'm sorry, Joe, but I had to right away from the very beginning go off on this guy because he's calling the fans. And you know what this show is, Joe? It's the fans. That's us. And we're throwing it out to the fans. That's everybody out there, and they're kicking it back to us, the fans again. And Ian Beckles wants to talk about, from your couch.
Look, I want to be a fan just like you, Ian, of Jameis, but he makes too many mistakes. It's really hard to trust in him. Really hard. And I want to believe in him, but it's really difficult. So But you know what, Ian? I have the Bucks winning tonight. I haven't beaten the Panthers.
How? How's this gonna happen?
I think we're gonna get at Cam Newton, and I think Jameis, I'm gonna believe in him again. I think he's gonna limit his mistakes, and Cam Newton coming off a shoulder injury is gonna, he's not the same 2015 Cam Newton like we saw 4 years ago. So that's why I think the Bucks are gonna win this game. So exciting games also all around. Surprising. I mean, what about the Browns? That was just surprising. Who was expecting the Titans to blow out the Browns? Honestly. Were you, John?
No, I was not expecting the Titans to blow out the Browns. As a matter of fact, I picked the Browns to win, and I told everybody on the show, you can expect me to pick the Browns to win 90% of the time. That's what I said on the show. And I stand behind that. I think that they were just a little bit excited, Joe, to get it going and to show everybody what they're all about. But I do have some concern. I have concerns that when we're looking at Beckham, that he is a Brown Jr. When you're more worried about playing with a watch on your wrist for the statement you're getting there instead of the wins and catches and everything like that, I've got an issue with that. When you come to the field strictly and 100% zero distraction from the matter that you are there to make plays. That's what you were paid for, and I expect that out of you. And then you're, everybody against me, the world against me. Really? I think you're doing that on purpose. Nobody's talking about anybody else because nobody else has a watch on in the NFL during a game. Never have I seen it before. Congratulations.
Yeah, Odell, I like the swag, but, man, you got to bring it, man. You can't get destroyed by the Titans. I mean, that's just embarrassing. And Baker, Baker needs to step up as well. He threw 3 interceptions, I believe. That's just uncalled for. So, the Browns, I'm expecting a big turnaround in week 2.
I'm expecting a huge turnaround, too. And I expect them, I say it again, I expect the Browns to make the playoffs this year. Mm-hmm. And that's not just me. I say it and I admit it that I like the underdog. I always have. When little Timmy had to kick the ball at gym class, and when I was in grade, come on, Timmy, I said, kick the ball, make contact. And I didn't care if he got thrown out at first base. I'm always for the underdog. Who is it?
Who is it? Honestly, I'm all in for the underdog as well. So the Browns, you got to step up.
Well,
I love you guys.
I know you're for the underdog.
I know I'm for
you went Bucks no matter what.
Always go Bucks.
I like that. I like that. You're going for the team, your home team. You grew up with the Buccaneers, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so hey, I get it. I've been there, man. I have been there. First and foremost, let's do something here. Dave, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dave. Dave, our producer, put in. Oh, and then there's Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie Maria. How you doing, Stephanie? I'll ask you real quick. Stephanie, who is going to win the game tonight, Stephanie? The Buccaneers travel to Carolina Panthers to play the Panthers. Who's winning the game tonight, Stephanie Maria? So, Dave, again, thank you very much for tagging the WDAE on there because I want them to hear this, Joe. Look, I want them to hear that. If they're big shots on the radio and they're talking about us, Joe, as being on the couch.
Right. We need to hear you guys' picks for tonight.
Yeah, I can't get this out of my system. I'm sitting there listening. I love WDAE, okay? And I listen to them every day, even though they've hung up on me before. I got no problem with that. Yeah, maybe I do. I wouldn't hang up on you. But, man, come on, Ian. Mr. Beckles, you're talking to a guy that played football, and you can't see who Jameis is, that you're going to blame it on everybody else. Yeah. No. Everybody else, including former quarterbacks and everybody else, can see who Jameis really is. So I asked you this, Ian. Here's what I asked you. If Jameis was not on the Buccaneers right now, what team do you think that he could start for and win for right now? That's what I'm asking you, Ian. Tell me, Joe, do you have an opinion on that?
The Patriots.
You know, I got to tell you that Bill Belichick has a system, but could he get him to stop? You got to understand something here, where everybody tries to defend Jameis and say he's a good quarterback, he's a skilled quarterback, he's better than so many more. Look, it's not the skill. It's what happens to him when he's trying to do too much. And now you're going to say, here's what Ian says. He's got to do too much. He's got these guys ain't blocking him. He's got how many seconds? No, Ian, count how many seconds he has the ball. And then count what other good quarterbacks do when they're under pressure. See what they do. And here's another thing that'll really piss you off, Ian. Who do you think was a better quarterback? Trent Dilfer or Jameis Winston? There's one for you. One of those guys has got a Super Bowl ring, and it's because he didn't turn the ball over. Not because he wasn't throwing great passes there in Baltimore. It's because he did not turn the ball over. How about that for you there, Ian?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Joe.
No, it's fine. I mean,
You feel the heat in here?
I feel it, and I completely agree with you. Like, if he limits his mistakes, if he eliminates them, the Bucs win. They're a winning team. But you know, quarterbacks like that make those mistakes, it's really hard to change them. And I hate to say it, but Jameis is probably going to be gone this year.
Well, you've seen exactly what we were talking about on the show, Joe, is that we had an opportunity, in more than one opportunity, to take control of that game. Jameis, you did not have to, on first down, make something miraculous happen. All you had to do, if you're outside of the tackle, is legal to throw the ball away. So I'm going to call out Coach Arians at the same time here. I'm going to call out Byron Leftwich at the same time here and design some plays so Jameis Winston can roll out of the pocket. Let him roll out. Roll out and design your plays there, because once he's outside of the pocket, now teach him, throw it away. You're not going to get a penalty for grounding the ball as long as you're outside of tackle. So what do? Roll out. You guys got to understand, we can't sit here and keep on watching Jameis Winston do the same thing. And I'm going to lead that into you right now, Joe, for what we can expect tonight with the Buccaneers going in to the Carolina Panthers.
Tonight, I think, if Jameis can't eliminate his mistakes, I think we need to utilize Ronald Jones in the run game. We saw that run game, and it was great last game. So if we utilize that run game and, Jameis throws passes to Mike Evans for touchdowns, I think we can win this game. We just have to stop Chris McCaffrey.
So you think we got a running game?
I mean, it looked like it, didn't it? A little bit.
75 yards on the ground, wasn't there? So there were 75 yards. That is a running game getting going. And that's another thing I wanted to say, is that the blame kept going. Well, these other teams got a running game. We had a running game. Okay? Well, the receivers weren't open. If you can throw the ball and you have practiced with these receivers and you anticipate the route, the ball's there. You don't need a lot of room. I watch these other quarterbacks. Joe, look at some of these other great quarterbacks threading the needle. Oh, the rookie, Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he was throwing the needle.
How open were these guys? He wasn't throwing to wide open people.
Yeah, he was just right on the dot, right in their chest, and it was perfect. So hopefully Jameis can emulate that. We're going to see it tonight.
See, I just had to take my moment of silence there because, hopefully Jameis can end like. But Jameis, what's going to happen? Here's what it is right now, Joe. I'm going to put this out there real hard on Jameis right now. Jameis, I don't know him personally. It doesn't matter to me. I'm watching the game. I've come to watch the game, and I'm talking about the game. And I've come to talk about the game. And I'm doing it straight up. Okay? I don't care, Ian, if you're sitting in the stands and Jameis's mom is 3 people down from you. I don't know if that's why you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, or if you eat Wheaties, cornflakes. I don't care what it is you eat, Ian. I don't care. His mom was a couple seats down from you. I get it. But now you're on a radio show, WDAE 620. Your job is to be analytical, my friend. And you are calling us, the fans, yeah, well, real easy to say from the couch. Oh, my goodness. It came back, yo. It's not leaving.
Yeah, come on, man. We're watching these guys. We're on the couch watching them. You're right, and they're televised for a reason. So we have to have our opinions on them, and he's not looking very good. So,
Dave, see if you can, from the 620 WDAE, see if you can find Ian Beckles. Okay, they're on. Their show's on at like 4 o'clock. I'm driving home listening to these guys.
Ian.
So see if you can find Ian Beckles and then tag him in with the WDA. Tag him in on this. And then we'll really... Because, hey, Ian, in all fairness, if I was sitting next to you in a bar, we'd be having the same conversation. And I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying, come on, like Chris Carter would say. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying to you, Mr. Ian. Do you know Ian? Joe?
I don't know Ian. No.
Okay, you're gonna.
I hope he calls in. Honestly, I really does.
You're gonna know him.
Yeah.
If he comments, I'll give him the direct number to call in.
Hey, LeapAlive.com.
Yeah, if he goes
Check
to
it out.
LeapAlive.com, he can register.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right, and I'll pull that up for you. Anybody watching right now, if you want to call the show, right here, check it out. If you want to call in right now, go to leapalive.com/register. You see the slash mark right there? Yeah, it's like a slash. When you go there, click the register button, and you will immediately be given the direct phone number to call me, and Mr. Joe over here. Joe, are you ready for them to call?
I'm ready.
Look
I
at
want
this
him to
guy.
call in. I'm ready.
Joe, too cool for school. That's what Joe's little tag is. Joe, too cool for school. Joe is ready for the call. I'm ready for the call. So if you guys want to call, don't be shy. Let the uppercut go, okay? Don't be shy. Come on now. Yeah, remember from what he is it? We're from the couch. I think he said it like that. Couch. I think he said it like that. It hurts. Can you say that, Joe? The couch. Couch. That, whoa.
Pretty good, huh?
Dude, that was like,
Yeah, you like that?
the very first. The couch. He's in from the couch. Stephanie. Stephanie said, "Oh, Murphman,
What?
Murphman messaged on the live feed here. Murphman says I'm Cocoa for treats. He's not. He's cuckoo for treats, not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Murphman is cuckoo for treats. Stephanie says she's pulling for the Bucks. Steph,
Hey,
I
nice.
like it.
I like it.
I like it. Dave, try to keep me up on the up and up on this with the comments. And Dave, our in-house producer here, actually seen that Murphman was there because he said, "Hi, Murph." So, Dave, just go ahead and speak out loud to us if we get to there, because I really do want to try my best to keep up with all these comments. All right. Dave's on top of this today, guys, if you want to comment. So, hey, guys, if you want to call in. We're going to take you live right on the show. We're excited to have you. Thank you very much. Now, Joe. Thursday Night Football, my friend. Give me the lowdown. What can we expect?
Ooh, we can expect some high volume passing and some stellar defense from the Bucks. And I think Cam Newton throws some picks today. I also think Jameis throws a couple, but I think the Bucks edge him 28-24.
Wow, that's a bold prediction. Number one, you want the Bucks to score 28, and I do
Yes.
believe that's possible. Okay, 28 coming from Jameis throwing the ball.
And Ronald Jones gets 2 touchdowns. Yes.
So, wow. It's not. I said this to you several times yesterday or on Sunday, Joe, because you came out with some great insight to some of this, and I gotta say it again. It's not far-fetched. It seems like it will work, but 3rd down and 10. Jameis Winston in a shotgun. Here we go. Play clock's running down. It looks like he's trying to call an audible. The play clock's at 5. He hikes the ball. He looks right. He looks left. He scrambles and actually runs in a circle and throws the ball right into a defender's hands.
Yeah. That's not gonna happen. It's going to be a touchdown to Mike Evans.
I would love to see a touchdown to Mike Evans. I mean, I think Mike Evans is one of the best receivers in the league, Joe.
I do too. I think he's at least top 7 in the league.
You remember a cat named Deshaun
And he
Jackson?
had-
Do
he
you
had-
remember that cat?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember how much he liked Fitzpatrick goes by the name Fitzmagic?
Yes, I do. I remember
And
that.
you know why he liked Fitzpatrick who goes by the name Fitzmagic.
You throw those deep bombs to him.
Oh!
Touchdown.
And now all of a sudden you're talking about number 10, right?
Right, and he had a great game.
The guy had an incredible game. He's still hot. He still has a career in the NFL. He just needs you to put the ball on the numbers, I said.
Right. And guess what? Carson Wentz did that. And we saw Philadelphia Eagles when they're healthy. It's a dangerous team.
It is a dangerous team. And I like Carson Wentz. I like him, Joe, and I keep telling you that. But the thing I say about him every time is exactly the same, too. We haven't seen him make it through a season, Joe.
I know, and that's scary. So we haven't seen him in the playoffs, so we don't know how well the Eagles are going to do in the playoffs, but I think they'll do fine. I really do.
If he can make it.
If he can make it, right.
And that's all we're going to. Guys, I know I'm bouncing around like a ping pong ball, on a really fast table with one of those short guys that can put that English on it that you don't know where it's coming from and where it's going. But I am going to bounce it back to the Thursday night game tonight. I think, first and foremost, have you heard about Mr. Cam Newton's shoulder problem?
I have.
So he's a little sore.
He is a little sore.
Is it possum? Is he playing possum?
I don't think he is. I actually think he's sore and he's injured.
Have you ever seen Cam Newton standing next to a defensive lineman?
Yeah, he's huge. Cam Newton's a big guy.
He could play defensive end
Definitely.
easily and have probably a Pro Bowl career doing it.
Right, he could.
He could play receiver, tight end, and have a Pro Bowl career doing it.
But he plays quarterback. So
The guy's big, man.
he is big. He's a big guy.
It's taking a toll on him, Joe.
Wow, you think because of his size, he's so big and that's taking
Because you got to freaking nail this guy.
Yeah.
To get him down because he's going to go through it. His legs are probably the size of my waist.
Yeah, right.
He's a big guy, so he does take punishment.
Yeah, he does, and it's not good. He even got injured in preseason, like I said, and coming off his shoulder injury, he's not the same Cam Newton.
Here's what I'm looking for tonight in this game. Anybody that wants to comment on this, comment along. What I'm looking for is we had a major trade in the offseason at defensive tackle, Joe.
Yep. We know who that is, right? Gerald McCoy. So.
Gerald McCoy to the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
And Dominic Sue, I like him. I'll take that trade any day, by the way, Joe. I don't know about you, but I take that trade any day.
Yeah, Dominic Sue's a good player, so I'll take him too.
We got a comment. Powder blue quarterback.
What?
I'm sorry?
We got a comment from
DJ Murray says power blue quarterback. Okay, DJ, first of all, DJ, welcome to Sports Static Sports Show. Glad to have you. And I'm telling you guys right now, I happen to know DJ Murray, who also goes by the name Sky Pilot. Okay? And if you want to talk about somebody who's versed in sports, DJ could have his own show that would top most of the pro network shows. Okay? This guy watches sports on the television, but listens to the AM radio broadcast of the game. He's watching the visual on TV, but he's listening to the audio on AM, and he loves it. DJ, when you say power blue quarterback, I'm assuming you're meaning one Mr. Cam Newton also has been known to go by the name Superman or crybaby when he loses the Super Bowl won't give us a press conference, DJ. I'm assuming that's who you're talking about. Joe, back to what I was saying, Gerald McCoy. I told you I was a ping pong today, dude. Gerald McCoy gets the out. We bring in a Dominic Sue. Your thoughts?
I like it. You know, I think he had a pretty good season with the Rams, and then he comes to the Bucs right beside Vita Vea. And, you know, our D-line's looking good, so I'm excited. Gerald McCoy is going to come back with vengeance, obviously. So he's going to try to get at Jameis, but I like the trade.
Okay, so that's exactly what I'm looking at tonight.
Yeah.
What I'm looking at tonight is, I tell people all the time, I say something. When somebody's saying, well, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that, I did this, or I want to do this, I want to do that, I think I'm good enough to do this, I'm that. I always say, justify it. Justify it. That's what I say. That's my comeback to that. Justify it. Because if you're everything you say you are, talk is cheap. Unless you get paid lots of money on a talk show, which we don't, Joe, but so in this case, talk is cheap, isn't it?
Correct.
Talk is cheap.
Yeah.
Justify with actions. Justification right there. Justify it. Then when you talk, look at the value in your words now. Now look at your value. So what I'm looking at is, first and foremost, Dominic Sue comes in and takes his number.
I know, right? That's kind of funny.
That's like coming in and wiping your ass with his jersey, Joe.
Yep, that's disrespectful. So you know McCoy's coming in and he's angry.
He came in and he just said, no, I mean, that's my number. Like, oh, well, Gerald McCoy. And he goes, look, I seen what you did. They're going to write about me in history, Gerald. I never was a big fan because of your actions are what I want to see. And again, everybody gives the excuses, and I'm not all about excuses. We're going to see right now what happens, Gerald. You're on a great defense right now, Gerald. I think that's the determining factor in this game. And I will guarantee you something, Joe. He is going to get a little taste. A taste. You remember somebody that licked their fingers one time? And everybody, dude, he was in the huddle trying to fire his guys if he was licking his fingers. Do you remember that?
That was Jameis Winston.
That was
in W's. That was disgusting.
That is what it was.
That was nasty.
I have a feeling Gerald McCoy's going to get a little taste. A little taste of Jameis tonight. And he going to be... Watch. I'm making a bold call right now. I'm making a bold call. Joe, can you feel where this is going?
Yes, I can.
Here's my call right now. Bold. Okay? Gerald McCoy, clean hit, takes Jameis clean off of his cleats, okay? And he gets up, and he does it. Joe, watch.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you right now.
Wow, that... I hope that doesn't happen for Jameis' sake, but, you know, I would have to laugh at that if that did happen.
Would that not be awesome,
That would
though?
be pretty funny. That'd be pretty funny.
I mean, do you not think that would be awesome if he gets up and he goes right into it?
Yeah, that would be hilarious. I think that'd be awesome.
I think, Joe, it's going to happen. Here's what I'm calling for tonight. Carolina defense, too much. Carolina defense, too much. The Tampa Bay defense. Oh, Joe, guess what? Somebody else has got a point to prove. And Dominic Sue took the jersey number.
Yeah, he did. So that, you know, I think the Bucs defense is gonna do pretty well tonight also. But Ndamukong Suh, I have Ndamukong Suh swallowing up Cam Newton, and he's gonna get a sack tonight. He's gonna get a sack tonight, yes. And he might dab on him, like Cam does in the end.
Whoa!
Yeah.
All right, if Cam does the dab thing, then I mean, wow.
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry, Cam. No, in Dominic Sue. He gets carried away sometimes, and his enthusiasm can get the best of him sometimes. He might do it. He might step on him or something. That's what you got to watch out for the big Dominic Sue, because he might accidentally step on him after the sack, Joe.
Accidentally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that defenses play well tonight, so I'm looking for a low-scoring game. Where I think the difference maker is going to be in McCaffrey. I think he's a beast, and I think he can handle a lot of touches, and I think he's great with a run option with Cam Newton. So expect to be seeing Cam pass the ball and doing some drop passes, screen passes, and some drop passes to McCaffrey. I think that is going to play huge dividends in this game tonight. And when I see the Carolina Panthers make a run at the Rams, who were in the Super Bowl, and we know about that powered offense, when I see the Panthers do that, it's a little different than me seeing the Buccaneers lose to the 49ers at home. You dig me there, Joe?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the Panthers were coming back against the Rams, and that is really impressive to me. But, I still think the Bucs linebackers are really fast. I think Devin White sticks to Christian McCaffrey, so Cam Newton's not going to be able to do those little screen passes, and then we're just going to spy Cam Newton. So I think the Bucs win this game. I really do.
If I have to give a score right now on this game, I'm going to say that the score, I'm going to give, and I said low scoring, but I'm going to give the Carolina Panthers 20 points. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jameis. I've got to switch my score. Hang on. I just forgot something, Joe. I'm sorry. Here I am thinking it's going to be a low-scoring game. And you know what I didn't add in the equation, Joe?
What's that?
Turnovers. Pick sixes. What was I thinking? And
All right.
for me to actually give you a good guesstimation of what this score is going to be, I have to add in pick sixes when Jameis is in the games. So instead, I'm going to say 31 for the Panthers. Jameis could get a touchdown pass, which would give him 7. You're right on a rushing touchdown, which will give them 14. And then I believe you're going to have a field goal, which will give them 17. So I'm at 31-17. How does that sound to you?
It sounds like the same score that we had against the 49ers. That's how it sounds. It doesn't sound good. I mean, I want to hear a win.
Right.
I'd like it if I'd like it if that score was turned around and then it was in the Bucs' favor. So I understand it, but let's go Bucs. I think they win tonight.
Joe, you're a Bucs fan.
Yeah, I
I've
am.
got nothing but respect for it. I'm a Bucs fan too, but I've because of growing up a Detroit Lion fan, I don't wear my heart on my sleeve. I will pull for them, but at the same time, when I get frustrated is when I feel Jameis should have been gone last year, or at least at the end of the season. You don't pay him $20 million. You keep acting like there's some. We've got to see. What do you want to do? Put it on the big screen and go to over to the movie theater, and we can have we can go ahead and have Series 1 come out, and then you guys can go watch the trilogy of Jameis Winston? Is that what you want? A Star Wars series with this guy? How many times do I got to see it? I mean, how many times are you going to watch the same movie over and over again before you already know what's going to happen? As a matter of fact, you're saying the lines before they come out the mouth.
It's honestly disappointing, but I mean, Bruce, please help Jameis. You're the quarterback whisperer. We need him to do well.
he
Please.
is going to help him by putting him out of
Oh,
his
God.
misery and getting rid of him so he doesn't embarrass himself. On that pick that he gave up at the end of the game, fourth quarter, that he did not get, he didn't have to give that up, Joe. There was nobody there. But one thing I want to know, Joe, did you happen to take a look at Jameis's face and reaction?
He was disappointed. He was angry.
If you were to describe the look behind that face mask, and you were to describe that look in one word,
Embarrassed?
that's good. I say defeated. Joe,
Defeated. Yep.
come on, Joe. Did you see the look?
I saw it, man. It was
I've seen that look before, Joe.
yeah, not a good look.
Joe, I've
Let's see
seen
it, John.
that look.
Let's see that. Let's see that look.
You want me to duplicate it?
Let's see it.
I can try. It was a weird. I don't. I'm doing this off camera right now, so okay, Joe. But when I come live, the look's gonna be there. Let me see. I think I got it. Here it is.
All right.
Here it is, Joe. I felt sorry for him.
Yeah.
This is his career. This is his childhood dream.
Yep.
And he hears the talk. He doesn't. No ill intentions towards the guy. I know Ian. What you were saying? WDAE. Ian Beckles is saying it's everybody else's fault but Jameis. Next time you're sitting next to Jameis's mom and you don't want to say any at the football game, Ian, and now you don't want to get on air and say anything mean, just buy her something from the concession stand and be nice. You don't gotta come on air and then start saying we don't know what we're talking about because we're from the. It's easy to say when you're from the couch.
Ian, where are you from? That's what I want to know.
Ian played in the NFL.
He didn't play in the NFL. Oh.
Okay.
Well,
And
okay.
so
I got
he's
that.
thinking that
Oh, so he played in
he's
the NFL.
in
he knows
inferior
every-
because
yeah.
even to the guys on the show.
Yeah.
And guys, I'm sticking up for you on the show because I could hear you guys getting frustrated on that show. I really could. And no matter what you said, he was talking down to you like you were almost coming from the couch. Like you don't get it. And you do get it. And so does everybody else get it. Ian, you're going to get it after this show. As a matter of fact, I'm calling 620 WDAE tomorrow. And you guys better not hang up on me. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to call in. You know how I'm going to call in? I'm going to call in John E. That's how I'm going to call in. This is John E. When you hear the E, it's not going to be Johnny. It's going to go John E. They're going to say from where? And I'm probably going to say from your mom's house. All right? I don't know. Joe, can you feel the heat in here today?
Oh man! Hey, you know what? I'm gonna call in as Joe E. That's how I'm gonna call in.
There you go, right there.
I hope you pick up, Ian.
You got to pick up with a capital E if that. A capital E if that. All right. So, we run it down. Going over to producer Dave. Dave, do you got any updates for us? Anybody? Okay. It's a little quiet. Fire them up, Dave. Tell them, come on, people being quiet in the house. Jimmy? All right. Keep them. Egg them on there, will you? Go ahead and put some posts up there for them, Dave, and tell them, come on, guys, don't be shy. I like to say, don't be shy. Let the uppercut flow. Joe, now that we've pretty much got a prediction on what we feel is a pretty good chance of what's going to happen tonight, do you have anything on Sunday that was a bit shocking to you? Or Monday?
I mean, honestly, just that Browns game was very shocking to me, and also, that Cardinals comeback was shocking, and
Joe, you and I were texting back
yeah,
and forth
that was
on that game.
Yep, we did. Where?
And I wasn't laying into you too hard, and I do. I know better because then the comeback would have been Whoa, I wasn't laying it on you too hard, but you started getting a little more talkative when the comeback was happening.
Yeah, because I just, I had a lot of belief in Kyler Murray, and then, he was proving me right. So I wanted to tell you that Kyler's coming.
Dane Knight Kelly on the show. I like that. We never did hear from the Sky Pilot again. Dave, can you go on to the Sky Pilot's comment there and just direct reply to him and ask him who he's talking about? I mean, I really want to know who this guy's talking about. Is he talking about the powder blue quarterback? He got to be talking about Cam Newton.
Yeah, he's talking about Cam.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. That's Mr. Sky, also known as Sky Pilot.
From the
We gotta know.
couch.
Well, yep, he's also known as Mr. Sky Pilot. So, all right, Joe, the Cardinals. Anything else that kind of caught you off guard on Sunday?
Man. The Ravens. What about the Ravens, guys? Just destroyed.
All right, Joe.
I mean, that was
Joe, I'm
ridiculous.
going to tell you right now, I stand corrected.
Yeah.
Because you called that one.
Yeah, I did call that one.
And you called it good.
Yeah.
Now,
That
what
was
I said
dominating.
was, you got to let the guy beat you with his arm. And guess what? They let him beat him with his arm.
Well, we saw what happened. Earl Thomas got the interception.
That arm.
Yep, that arm.
That arm reminds me of Michael Vick arm. And when I say Michael Vick was known for incredible speed, number one, okay? But if you ever really watched Michael Vick throw a 60-yard pass flat-footed and just look like he barely attempted that, that's what I'm seeing,
yeah,
a resemblance. I was shocked.
right. And Michael Vick even said, Lamar Jackson can be better than me. Has the potential of being, one of the best, to be honest. I mean, he throws
Vic said that?
Yeah, Vic said that. One of the best running quarterbacks, and he's proven it. And like he said in the press conference, not bad for a running back. So it kind of gets all the haters, like he's telling all the haters, not bad for a running back.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Not bad for a running back. Joe, I got to tell you, the league noticed that game because he had to do what he had to do, and they had the whole offseason to work on it, and you just turned a threat, which everybody saw last year, into an all-around threat now because he's a dual threat with his legs and his arm, and that is a rare thing and rare talent when you have both of those at a high level. And from what we seen immediately on Sunday with the Ravens is they have a dual threat quarterback, and that's got to be exciting for Baltimore.
Yeah. Baltimore is definitely a dangerous team. They have a solid defense as well with Earl Thomas coming in. And then Lamar Jackson, I'm really impressed with him. I think he's, I think coming into his second year, I think he's going to be just great. And, another shocking game that I was shocked about, was the Browns, guys. I know I keep bringing it up, but this team's supposed to be a Super Bowl contender, and then they're getting shut out by the Titans. That's just... it's kind of scary that happened because I thought Baker was going to come back with Odell Beckham. That connection was going to be great. And, we just didn't see it. So hopefully they come back even stronger. And I still have them as a playoff team. But, that coach, we don't really know about him. So hopefully the Dog Pound can come back even stronger.
Well, I got faith in the Dog Pound. You
Yeah.
know that. And they've got a great team, okay? And with that great team, I'm telling you that they got to come around. But what you got to do is you've got to get Odell Beckham to quit acting like some prima donna. It's the world against me. Look, if you want it to be that way, show up and just play the game. The fact that you would even think that to wear a watch. I mean, I don't know. Did you get paid to do it? If you got paid a couple $100,000 to wear the watch, if you got paid $50,000 to wear the watch, just come out and say it. Look, guys, I know it kind of made me look like, it's all about me and my glam, but just to put it out there, I got paid $50,000 to wear the watch. So that's what really happened. I would respect that from him.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
Honestly.
I'd say, okay, good. You made money. Good move, dude. I mean, but I'm gonna wear it anyway. No, you're not. Not if they tell you you're not wearing it. And what are you gonna do, Odell? Show true colors and say you won't play? Now you're protesting because you can't wear a watch?
Yeah, don't be like Antonio Brown. And let's bring it to the Raiders. I'm glad that they won. Honestly.
I'm glad they did too.
Yep.
And I'm gonna pick the Raiders a lot this year.
Yeah.
We're gonna go there briefly, Joe. And just in case we got a lot of viewers that are or whatever, and anybody who's gonna comment on this or start commenting on this, I'll let you kind of know what we're about here at Sports Static. And what we're about is we may mention something about a player in trouble, but our show is not going to be like everybody else's show. I listened to ESPN Radio this morning, and I went 30 minutes through the Antonio Brown drama. Sorry, but if I would have wanted to watch news, I would have tuned in to Fox, CNN, something like that. No, thank you. I'm trying to get some sports stats going on. Thank you very much. So to let you know, and Joe, I've talked with you about this a little bit and kind of where we are with the show. We're not going into athletes' criminal problems, potential criminal accusations, lawsuits, civil, whatever has you, because I don't want to go there. I will only say he's trouble to be on your team. I believe, and we said this last week, a sickness in the locker room. Sure enough, look what you get right away with him when you're the Patriots. Hey, there you go. He's all yours. But we're not going down there. He's in trouble. I'm not surprised. I'm not commenting on it. When I say I'm not surprised, I believe he's always going to be in something, but I'm not commenting. We're not going to on this show. We're here to talk about football plays, football stats, trades, anything of that nature. When somebody gets in trouble off of the field, we might mention it like I just did, but we're not going after that. The same as we don't in politics here, Joe.
Yep. All right, that's great. And, well, let's talk about Derek Carr. He played great. And Josh...
What a comeback off of that, Joe.
Yep.
That's what I like about you. Something positive right off of that.
Yeah, and like I said, you wanted to pick up Josh Jacobs in fantasy, and he had 2 touchdowns, so he played really well.
Good call on that, Joe, and somebody was happy if they took your advice in fantasy football. Any hot things in the fantasy football for tonight, Joe?
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you something that was crazy. Sammy Watkins. Wow.
Hello.
Sammy Watkins. Wow, man. Tyreek Hill gets injured, and then Sammy Watkins puts up, I think 2 or 3 touchdowns? Also, Austin Eckler puts up 3 touchdowns. So...
Football is all about opportunities,
Yep.
and when you get the opportunity, you better take full advantage of it, Joe.
Completely agree. Melvin Gordon's holding out, so Austin Eckler steps up, and I like that.
And Joe, that's a message to some of these players. Some players play injured, play sick, because they don't want to give that guy that's on the bench an opportunity to look better than them. It's all about opportunities, and it's hard to get that opportunity. It's very, very hard to get that opportunity. And if that opportunity comes in front of you, that's when you go all out. Why? Could mean millions of dollars for you.
Yep, you don't want to leave that money on the table. So Josh Jacobs stepped up, Austin Eckler stepped up. All these guys are stepping up, and they're taking your spot.
So with the Raiders,
yeah,
man, they just had to be wiping the, whew, wow, we dodged a bullet there. Thank you. Goodbye. Good night.
Yeah, I honestly loved watching him, to be honest. I like Gruden's system. He coached well that game. And also Tyrell Williams coming from the Chargers. He had a good game as well. So I like watching that offense, and that defense looked good too. So it's a close game, but Raiders come up on top.
So did we ever get a response from the Sky Pirate? Okay. Anything else happening over there, Dave? Okay, quiet.
Quiet night again. Sleeping Beauties.
Joe, I have a question for you. Okay? I'm going to ask you a question. Was there a major upset Sunday and or Monday in the first week of football? Joe, was there the major upset of the week?
How about Packers-Bears? Aaron Rodgers coming back in Soldier Field. That was an upset, and I liked it because Aaron Rodgers showed everyone that he's still that bad man.
Do you really feel that was an upset? Because there's
Yeah.
a lot of people that would have
Okay.
been upset if the Packers lost.
Well, yeah, I mean, I still consider that an upset because, everyone had the Bears winning, to be honest. Most people. That was the line. But,
I think the upset,
Really?
my pick for the upset was the
the Browns.
Titans.
Yeah, well, that too.
I did not see that coming from both sides of the ball. From the offensive side, from the Titans, I did not see it because of what I think to be a pretty good Browns defense. I did not see that coming. And then Baker,
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I did not see that coming. Watch out for the Browns this week coming up.
Yeah, and what about the Titans? I guess I didn't research that team very well because that defense.
Nobody did.
That defense looks solid, really solid.
Nobody did, Joe. I've listened to plenty of sports shows since then. Nobody had that game right. And now it's one of those things of, is this the Titans we're going to see? The Titans from a couple years back. So now, man, I just love their running, that Henry. That dude is a horse.
Beast.
I mean, he is a beast, Joe.
He is, great size. He's a monster. So he had big games last year. So maybe he can have big games consistently now.
So we just don't know what Titans team
No,
we're getting.
we
really
don't.
don't know, Joe.
No.
And it's going to be really hard with the Titans next week. And I'll take a look at that, and I'll see who the Titans are playing next week. But that's going to be really hard now. These early weeks are so hard. I remember last year, nobody really wanted to grab the bull by the horns. And it was this weird beginning season. You just didn't know who was ready to come out and show us who they really were. It took 6 weeks into the season before you could really see what was happening with some of these teams. It's going to be very difficult going into the second week on some of these teams. We don't know who we have.
No, we don't. And honestly, a lot of teams had slow starts last year. The Patriots had a slow start last year, and then they won the Super Bowl. So it's really up in the air who becomes, playoff contention and who ultimately wins the Super Bowl.
And what's a given? I mean, what is a given? Somebody, Joe, that's a given that week in, week out, is a given that they've got that 85, 90% chance to come away with a win.
Okay, well, you got a couple teams. Definitely the Patriots, and you got the Chiefs. And you also have the Rams. So I think those are the teams to beat.
And that's good. And that is good. So here we go right away. I want to let you know for this week coming up, the Colts are at the Titans.
Ooh.
Okay? And I'm not going to go like we typically do. We'll run through all these games. I'm not running through them all because we're going to do that on Sunday. So I'm not going to do that. What I do want to do, though, is make sure that on the comments, if you can pay attention, Dave, to the comments, I want people to keep us up to date here on what's happening in the game, because the game, we've had kickoff. So if we can get people to keep us up to date, and I'll try to a little bit as well, keep us up to date with what's going on. I'll try to do the same thing here. So yeah, the Titans are going to be hosting the Colts. What do you think about that one, Joe?
That's a tough game. I liked Jacoby Brissett last game. To be honest, I think he did pretty well. I think the Colts win that one. To be completely honest.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow. So the Titans.
So you think the Titans win, huh?
I mean, it's just that, I don't know, Joe.
Right.
But when I see what the Titans did to the Browns, I like to think that the Browns are a pretty good team.
Yeah, me too.
I think the Titans got a really good running game.
I agree.
Mariota, how's he look?
Well, I mean, he looked good in the first game, but we'll see if that continues.
And part of that is that you got to watch out because he does get banged up. And that's what you got to watch out for him is he does get banged up, Joe.
You're right. He does. He does get it. He is injury prone, so we'll see how he does.
By the way, Cam Newton, shocking news here right now. Cam Newton has lost 7 consecutive starts dating back to week 10 of last season.
It's about to be 11.
Wow.
Yep. But yeah, that's an insane stat. So, and the Bucs swept him last season. So,
I mean,
yeah.
Wow. That's pretty big right there.
Yeah. That is big time.
Jameis Winston has 20 giveaways. Count them. 20 giveaways since the start of the 2018 season. Did you hear that right, Joe?
It's terrible.
I mean, really.
Is that the most from any quarterback? Who has the most turnovers in any quarterback?
9 teams had 19 or fewer
Wow.
giveaways in that span. Okay?
Wow.
But still, okay, that's pretty scary. Career, Joe, career Thursday night. Jameis Winston's career Thursday night football 0-3. Cam Newton 2-4.
Doesn't look good, but it's going to be 1-3. 1-3 for Jameis.
Since 2015, Jameis Winston and Cam Newton each have 7 games with 3+ interceptions since 2015. They're tied for the most in the NFL. Ouch again.
Doesn't look good, guys. Doesn't look good. Minimize the mistakes.
I talked about the running game and who you're going to see that's going to be a factor in this game.
McCaffrey.
Mr. Christian McCaffrey has the most scrimmage yards, 2,174 in the NFL since the start of the 2018 season. Everybody's talking about all these running backs, okay? Ezekiel Elliott, Gordon, all these other running backs that everybody's talking about. But since the start of 2018 season, Christian McCaffrey has the most scrimmage yards in the NFL. Hello?
Yeah. Christian McCaffrey, he's right up there next to Zeke and Todd Gurley. So he's one of the best running backs in the league.
I mean, that's a great stat.
That is an insane stat, to be honest.
Jameis Winston has lost his last 12 consecutive. I said he's lost his last 12. Joe, did you hear me? I said 12. Jameis Winston has lost his last 12 consecutive starts. Road starts. It's the longest active streak in the NFL. Hey, Ian Beckles, it must have been everybody else's fault, right?
Come on, Ian. It's Jameis's fault, too.
I'm heating the frying pan up again.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. How about that? Cam Newton has reduced his air yards per attended yards, okay? Passes attended. In each of the past 2 seasons after leading all qualifying quarterbacks with 11 yards in the air. That's his passes, okay? Attended in 2016. So, I think Cam's shoulder is probably a factor in this. I mean, what else could it be? His shoulder. It's just not fully repaired. Or when it was repaired, it wasn't.
Right.
It just didn't come back the same, and it happens.
Yeah, it happens. Quarterbacks get injured, and I don't think Cam's the same. So, yeah.
There's my little stats for this game that's happening tonight. Any updates that we have over there in the live post? Nothing so far. There's 12:29 left in the first quarter. Carolina has the ball. I will try to keep you posted on what's going on as far as the game goes. I do know that Carolina has the ball. Looking for field location here. If we can get right into the game here. There we go, right there. Okay. Carolina started at the 10. And they've gone at 25 yards. So Carolina has the ball And McCaffrey just went over the right tackle to the Carolina 35 for 3 yards. There he is right now. And if they're going to keep it going with this guy, it's going to look pretty damn good. 1st and 10 at the Carolina 32, Joe.
I mean, I think I really believe that our defense is going to pull out a defensive stop. And I got the Bucs winning, guys. I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I got.
Short pass from Cam Newton to Samuel for 3 yards. When I said short pass, I meant a short pass. It's 2nd and 7 at the Carolina 35. Your thoughts, guys, on this? Does Carolina score on this drive? Because they're doing pretty damn good right now. Shotgun, Cam Newton pass, short left to who? McCaffrey. Okay. Remember what I told you? Joe, beginning of the game, remember I told you how he's going to be used. Another short pass to McCaffrey to the Carolina 44, a 6-yard gain.
Same thing.
Yeah, and this is what they're going to do. They're going to nickel dime right down the field there. It's 1st and 10 at the Carolina 44. So Carolina is in a good position. They're about ready to make it to midfield right now. And in fact, there was another play ran just now, 6-yard. McCaffrey actually up the middle to the 50 for a 6-yard gain. Here he is again. Wow, I wonder what's going to happen in this game, Joe.
Yeah, he just gets so much volume. It's just we just need to stop McCaffrey pretty much. And if we stop McCaffrey, we win this game. I really believe that. Because you see how much volume he gets every single game.
I mean, he's
ridiculous.
Right now, it is. And he's got the most scrimmage yards since the 2018, beginning of the 2018 season. Right now, he is the running back with the most yards from scrimmage, which is including his passes, his running, and whatever else have you. Okay? Who knows? He might even pass the ball. I don't know, Joe.
Maybe, and he gets a good amount of touchdowns as well.
That's going to be one of the things I say where I say, I don't know, Joe. I might even come up with a graphic.
Punchline right
Producer Dave, we should come up with a graphic that says, I don't know, Joe. So when he says something, I just look and I go, I don't know, Joe. I don't know, Joe.
I like it.
I don't know, Joe. I said I don't know, Joe. Are you okay with that?
I like it.
Okay, good. He likes it.
Yep.
All right. We're going to go with that. It's 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line. So can the Bucs defense step up here? This is what you're looking for right now in Dominic Sue, right, Joe?
Ndamukong Suh, I'm looking at Devin White as well. I'm looking at that secondary. It's revamped. Let's see how we do.
Speaking of secondary, did you hear about the Raiders secondary? I was huge on that Abram, the rookie. I was huge on him, wasn't I, Joe?
You were.
And he went down with a shoulder injury. I haven't heard about the MRI.
Did he? I didn't even know. Wow.
The rookie went down with a shoulder injury, and he was scheduled for an MRI, and I haven't even seen what happened. So I'll have to look into that for you guys. Right. Quiet in the house. Still quiet there, right, Dave?
Yep.
We're waiting.
Watching the game.
Everybody is watching the game. We're waiting. We could potentially have a couple of people that come in live on the show. So we're kind of waiting on that. And I'm expecting to hear from somebody live on the show today. So when that comes, we will definitely go live. Sometimes you guys can do that. If you guys send us a message and you're streaming live on Facebook and you put your link into our thing, we might find your live stream on Facebook and go full screen over here. Because just to show you, I really, for whatever reason, I got a black screen from our producer Dave, so not really sure how we lost that. I'm going to go into my external thing here to see. He's still there, but I got a black screen, which is kind of weird. All right, so Joe, another thing I wanted to ask you, Joe. What was one of the plays on Sunday that got you off the couch? You might have even spilled a drink. Nachos might have went flying. What was the one play where you jumped up off the couch?
Oh, man. I mean, I jumped off the couch in excitement and disappointment. When Jameis threw that pick six to Sherman, I was like, Jesus. I can't even trust him anymore. And then once Lamar Jackson had that slant pass and the guy ran like 50 yards touchdown, I jumped out of my seat. That was amazing.
That's
So,
nice.
yeah.
So, guys, what I want to show you, if you do, how the hell did it go black again? I was just getting ready to go over there to the producer Dave's computer, and right when I went to it, went black again. I seen it for a barely seen it, and it went black again. So we will work on that to see what we can do to get that figured out. I might even just show you what's up here on, let's see here if I can just go ahead and do this real quick here. So guys, what I will show you is that if I decide to go to you live, and I'll show you right now, you could be, look at this, you could be on Facebook Live and you could send us a little, in the comments, you could send us a link and say, hey, I'm live on Facebook, and we may go over to you just like you see here. So, guys, there's more than one way to get in on the show, and if we go live to you, then that's another way to get on there. But remember, you can always call the show. There it is again. Go to leapalive.com/register, and you will get the phone number to the show. Okay? Guys, if you have not yet liked the show, please make sure you do that. You can see this show on Facebook not only at Sports Static. We have a lot of fans that are on Leap Alive. Leap Alive is the network host. The network host which hosts this show. And that's the great website that I showed you to register at, where you can see all the other features, including other shows that are on leapalive.com, guys. Pay attention to that. What is going on, Joe, with games that you're looking forward to coming up, Joe?
I'm looking forward to watching the Patriots, to be honest, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they implement Antonio Brown into the offense. I think it's going to be exciting to watch, but I still don't want them to win. But I'm excited to watch them.
The big if if he's on the field, and yeah, I mean, you want to see what's going to happen. I mean, you've got Tom Brady, but here's the thing, Joe. Mm-hmm. They're playing the Dolphins at home, and now I gotta, Joe. There's something I want to tell you about this. The Dolphins always play the Patriots hard.
Yep.
They always do. They're notorious.
Saw the Miami Miracle, right?
Hey, this could be. I'm not going to say it is for sure, but it could definitely be on the radar for me for a potential upset alert, Joe.
Wow.
No, it really could. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Joe. I'm going to look in to my crystal ball, okay? And I'm going to look ahead into Sunday, and I'm looking into my crystal ball. Oh, there it is right now. I'm getting an image, Joe. I am getting an image, and I'm seeing, wait a second, what am I seeing? Joe, I'm seeing Kool-Aid stains around everybody's lips in Miami. It must be Fitzmagic, and everybody in Miami is drinking the Kool-Aid, Joe.
Are you calling an upset?
I'm not so sure I'm calling it yet, but according to the crystal ball, I did get a clear image of something, but I'm not giving it away yet, Joe.
Wow.
I did get something from the crystal ball.
Yeah, I think you might need to check that one. Because what I see in the crystal ball is Tom Brady throwing about 5 touchdowns.
Oh, you mean you took a look into the crystal ball as well?
I did. And it spoke to me.
I will tell you my own sports static guy. This is what I feel like when I start thinking that. My sports static guy. This is me, sports static right there. If you've ever seen me electrified, that is me, the sports static guy right there, Joe.
I like it.
So, I'm not giving it away yet, Joe. Not yet. But You know, Joe, as well as I do, that the Patriots are always fighting at the end of these games when they're in Miami.
Yeah, I know. We saw what happened, the Miami Miracle. We saw Gronk stumbling and he couldn't catch him, and then Miami won it. I want to see that again.
I
That'd be
want to
great.
see it.
Yeah.
I want to see it too. So, I don't know that, Joe, it very well could be my upset pick of the week. It could. And I'll just let it be known right now, okay? Ahead of time, okay? I'll let it be known. The upset alert is just on standby. That's all it is. It's on standby. It's not there yet, but it is on standby. So let it be known it's not there yet. It's just on standby. Guys, I want to tell you right now, I've already given you a way to call, but I don't see anybody on the hotline. I said, if you need to pick up the damn phone, pick up the phone, make the phone call. There you go. As a matter of fact, here's what I'm going to do. Producer Dave, is it okay for me to put the number out right now? Live.
Do it!
You want me to put the number out?
Yeah!
There it is, guys, right there. Hotline.
There it is.
The number is out right now. If you see the number, call the show right now. You're only going to get this one time. Here it goes. Leaving you in 10 seconds. Counting down. Leaving you in 5 seconds, guys. There's the number. It's a hotline. Call into the show. You'll get in. I rarely do that. I mean, I just flashed a number on the screen, Joe.
It's crazy, man. We need some callers. That should bring
I
some
was
callers.
told to never do that, Joe.
Wow.
Never do it.
Never do it. But we did it. We break the rules on this show.
Yeah, you're right. We do break the rules. Joe, watch. I will get a call from somebody at the show at 2 a.m., I said. 2 a.m.
Are you going to pick it up?
Yeah, I'm going to pick it. It's 2 a.m. in the house, I said.
We'll take your calls anytime. Anytime.
Yes, we will. So, guys, I want you to be ready for next week because part of what we're going to do next week, okay, we're also going to have the Sleeping Beauty pick. Guys, if you don't know what the Sleeping Beauty pick is, here is the Sleeping Beauty. Which team am I going to pick? Oh, the Sleeping Beauty pick. Guys, get ready for that because we want your feedback. The Sleeping Beauty pick is the sleeper, the one that nobody sees coming. That is the Sleeping Beauty pick. Joe, you got to admit, every week we don't see a certain team coming. And they always catch us off guard, Joe.
Right. So you want to see you want me to tell you my Sleeping Beauty?
Already?
Already.
Yes.
I think it's going to be the Falcons. I think the Falcons beat the Eagles. I really
Wow.
do. Yep.
Are you serious?
That's my upset. That is my Sleeping Beauty is the Atlanta Falcons.
Wow, Joe, that is huge.
That's what I'm going with.
So the Atlanta Falcons get beat.
Yes. No, the Eagles get beat by the Atlanta Falcons.
You're like Carson Wentz, an Eagles guy, but you're saying Matty Ice is going to be the guy that's, to quote the late, great Stuart Scott, you're going to say Matty Ice is going to be as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Yeah, he is. And I think Julio Jones has a big game. Big game.
Man, Dave, another thing I'm going to have to get from you in the graphic department is quoting. I really want a graphic that's on a pillow and it says quoting the great Stuart Scott. We're going to have that on a pillow and then the pillow's going to flip over. Guys, Stuart Scott, the late Stuart Scott, was one of my favorite sportscasters. Tragedy, gone way too soon. But he was just great, and that was one of his quotes that I loved. Every time he said it, he would say, just as cool as the other side of the pillow. So I think to honor him, because he was one of my favorites, I would love to have a graphic on a pillow that says, quoting Stuart Scott. And then the pillow flips and says, cool as the other side of the pillow. Joe, did you get a chance to see Stuart Scott?
I did. I saw his speech. It was an amazing speech. Rest in peace, Stuart Scott.
Yes, sir. Memory eternal and forever. The great late Stuart Scott. Guys, I'll tell you this right now. If you've watched this show, almost every single show I say that and quote Stuart Scott. Almost every single show. Dave, we're gonna get that next week, aren't we?
Yep.
Dave's the man, guys. Dave is going to be producing really hardcore, producing the show next week, which is exciting. Joe, you and Dave in the studios. I'm going to be on the road, still on the show, Joe,
Yep.
but you and Dave will be solo in the studio.
I like it. Dave and I will run the show.
We might have to get Dave on camera.
Oh,
the
yeah.
show.
We got to get Dave
We
on
might
camera.
have to get Dave on. Dave's a showman now. He's spent many times in front of many people. He's no slouch when it comes to being in front of large crowds. So we might have to just pull Dave out. You can talk him into it when I'm out of town, right, Joe?
I believe I could.
So next week, guys, I will be broadcasting the show from the Great Lakes. I'm going to be a Detroit Lion fan in the Detroit area, metro area. I will be broadcasting from another studio we're setting up. We've already set up a studio in New York City. We're now setting up a studio in Detroit. And we're going to set up a brand new studio in Dallas, Texas. So get ready for that. Big things happening at Sports Static. It's got to be kind of exciting, Joe, huh?
Big things happening. We're all excited. You got to tune in.
Tuning in on Sports Static. Dave, we got any developing things happening here?
Slow night.
Oh, we've got Cheryl.
What?
Cheryl just chimed in, and Cheryl's telling us there is a weather delay in Charlotte. Cheryl, what is going on? I mean, when you say weather delay, Cheryl, are we talking lightning? Here we are in the lightning capital in Florida. You guys know what that's all about. What is going on, Cheryl, in Charlotte with the weather? I mean, is it high winds, rain they keep playing, snow they keep playing? I'm thinking we had to have lightning. And I mean, I don't know. I'm going to have to go take a look and see what's going on here. Dave, see if you can keep an eye on Cheryl and see if she comes with the update for us. I'm going to go try to check out the game real quick here.
Yeah, let's see the updates.
I got sidetracked. Here we go with the update on the game. Update on the game first and foremost is that, as we just said, there is a weather delay in the game. And for whatever reason,
We should have some callers in now.
we should, because of that, right?
Right.
Okay, so going to a little bit more stats. Yeah, so there's a definite delay in the game. I don't know if it was lightning. We're going to wait to hear from Cheryl to comment. She says right there, yes, lightning, and the field is cleared. Now, Cheryl, did they clear just the field, or are they clearing the stands too?
Uh-oh.
Dave, do me a huge favor. Charlotte radar, weather radar. Dave, if you can give us a radar on your computer, pull up the weather on your computer, Dave, and see if we can get a radar for the Charlotte, Carolina. And we'll be able to kind of take a look, guys, and let you know what's going on with this storm and how long before it blows over. And for whatever reason, I keep on losing. There he is, right there. There's Dave's screen. It's live for us. And Dave, you got a weather Charlotte radar, so we can view that radar and see what's up. Joe, weather delay, you know how that is. You don't want to let these guys cool down too much.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Delay of the game, but I think we'll be back out there.
Okay. I'd like to be able to see things going on in the game too, because for whatever reason, it's almost like, and it's telling me there's play in progress right now. So I don't know if the fact that my computer's slow on it, but I'm being told there's play in progress right now. All right, David, I see his computer zooming in. We're going to go to Dave's computer here.
It seems to be, I think it's raining right on top of the stadium.
Let's go ahead and go right to Dave. Where is the look at that. Wow. So, Dave, is that right over the Charlotte area? What's the dot right there on your screen? The black dot. What does that represent?
That's Charlotte. I mean,
Okay.
Wow.
Which is, it's just raining there.
Okay, and I don't know in reference of exactly where the stadium is, but if that went over the stadium, no wonder they did it. So, Dave, if you let that run, guys, what we're showing you right now is the weather in the Charlotte area, and we're showing you this because of the delay of game. And it looks like it may have just moved out of the area pretty fast. Dave, if you zoom out, do we have anything coming behind that, or was that an isolated...
Isolated.
Looks pretty isolated.
Completely isolated.
All right, that's good news. Thank you, Dave.
No problem.
Absolutely awesome there. See, guys, we can do weather on this show, too.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know it, Leap Alive, if you go to the Leap Alive website, we do weather on the Leap Alive Facebook. Isn't that right, Dave? We're sending it out to, 7 different states every week, Dave?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we do weather all the time, guys.
All the time.
We
every week.
do weather week in, week out for over a year now, correct, Dave?
Yeah. Every Monday.
Guys, as you hear this going, Dave is going to make a showcase on the show. We're getting too far with him where they got to see him, right, Joe?
We have to see Dave. They got to see Dave, man.
It's kind of
Nobody
getting...
wants to.
It's kind of getting to that point.
We got a comment from somebody here, Lane. Game resuming at 9:09.
The game is resuming at 9:09, you said?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a kind of late. Who did that come from?
From Lane?
Lane?
Lynne.
Yeah, that's Lane.
Lynn.
What's his last... Oh, is it Lynn?
Yeah.
What's the last name?
It's so hard to say this.
Spell it for us. We'll take it.
Barle.
Is that the Lynn I know?
Most likely.
Okay. Yes, there she is. Right there. Lynn, thanks for chiming in on the show. Guys, we know Lynn. We know Lynn very well, don't we, Joe?
Yeah,
we know
do.
Lynn. And I talked to her earlier. I'm like, are you going to chime in on this show? So the game is resuming at 9:09. Thank you, Lynn. Bucks game on a weather delay. Lynn, since we have you here right now, I want to ask you, because I didn't ask you earlier, who do you have winning this game, Lynn? I mean, this is crucial right now. Watch your P's and Q's. Who do you have winning the game and why? Joe, I just want to ask you, who do you think she's going to take?
You know what? I think Lynn will take. I think Lynn was gonna take the Panthers.
Did you say little?
Lynn. Lynn.
Oh, you say little.
No.
Little
Lynn.
take. I thought you said little.
No.
She's taking the Panthers.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be great if she takes the Panthers. We'll see. Keep your eye on that for me. I really want to hear what she said. There was a pinned comment. What was the pinned comment on?
That was yours.
Oh, okay. That was mine. Well, it was my comment. We've had 18 comments. I like that. So we'll wait and see what she gives us. I thought it'd be back on, Joe, but there's Lynn's telling us it's not 9:09 now.
She's going for Panthers.
She's
Yeah,
going for the Panthers. Oh, she says Panthers, LOL.
That's funny.
Lynn, you're right with me on that one, and you're in the Tampa Bay area. Lynn, why in the world are you going for the Panthers? Did you happen to listen to me in the broadcast last week and hear what I was saying about our buddy Jameis, or you just Are you a Panther fan? I don't know. I mean, Joe, I don't know.
I don't know.
Joe, I don't know.
I don't know either, John. I don't know what's going through her mind.
She could be a Panthers fan.
I don't know. I have a funny feeling she just doesn't like Jameis.
Oh, it could be that. It could be that she doesn't like Jameis. And that could be the whole thing behind it. All right, Dave, keep me posted here. I'm trying to go back and forth to our two different streamlines because we have the Sports Static guys, and we also have the Leap Alive, where we had all of the, DJ never responded to that.
Wow.
And I gotta get him to. Go ahead.
She wants to know if you watched the Bucks on Sunday.
Did I watch the Bucks on Sunday? Is that what she wants to know?
Did you watch? Yeah. Did you watch the Bucks on Sunday?
Okay, so is she talking to me or is she talking to Joe? I mean, because if you're talking to me, Lynn, Joe, you watched the game on Sunday, Joe?
I did.
Okay, so I don't know if she's talking to me. Guys, just to let the cat out of the hat here, I was watching Red Zone. And so I was watching every game. Essentially, anything good that happened comes on Red Zone, if you guys don't know. And every time a team gets in the Red Zone, they go live to them. So I seen everything that Jameis did. Everything. I watched every one of the mistakes. I could not stomach to watch the whole game through, but I did see everything, Lynn, that happened. Joe, did you watch the whole game?
I did watch the whole game.
Ouch.
Yeah, and I did see Jameis's mistakes. I did see some good things from the Bucks, but
You did?
I did. The running game, the defense looked good.
You're right, Joe. The running game did look good. If we can get 75 to 100 yards out of those guys, that's good.
Right, that is good.
And you said the defense looked pretty good.
I thought it did.
If you take away the pick sixes, it's a different ballgame, is it not?
Well, it's a win for the Bucks.
It's a win. Ouch.
Well, she says that's why she picks the Panthers.
Yeah.
She picks the Panthers because of the turnovers from one, Jameis Winston.
I guess that's why, because
Okay.
of Sunday.
All right, Lynn. I got to say right now, Lynn, I appreciate your enthusiasm. That's what we look for, involvement on a show. I have to go from Leap Alive. I can see right there. I can see right there, Dave, and I appreciate that. You said live. You said, "Hi, Sky Pilot. Can you please tell us more about Powder Blue?" And then he ghosted us.
Yep.
And that is not like Sky Pilot, better known as DJ Murray. That is not like him. Joe, as we're waiting for the rain delay, essentially it's been exactly what I said. It's been McCaffrey. What are you going to see when this offense, when you see the Bucks get the ball? They've had a little time here. What are you going to see?
I think we're going to try to get it to our tight ends, O.J. Howard and Cameron Brate, and also get Mike Evans involved. That's what I think we're going to do. So all we have to do is stop Christian McCaffrey. And
Who's going to give them the ball?
Jameis.
I know, Joe. I know, Joe. That's another one I'm going to make a grab. I know, Joe. And I can't help myself. I'm sorry. I really am. Sorry. I cannot help myself right now with this Buccaneer thing. But anyway, guys, we're going to start to wrap up the show because of this delay. We're not going to hang out and wait till the 9:09 delay that it's supposed to be. We're going to start wrapping the show up. I want to remind you guys before we do so, wrapping up the show. Like us, guys. Like us. One thing I'm going to mention to, again, our producer. Actually, to the producer, Dave. Dave, didn't we have somebody that was Skyping in today?
Yes, and I guess something happened.
Okay, so it's not going to happen.
It seems like it's not happening.
Okay.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Okay, that's cool. So it's not going to happen, so then that's okay. I'm checking on a couple messages of my own right now. Joe, you know what we're going to do, Joe?
What's that?
We're going to get you to personally invite a couple people.
Personally invite a couple people right now.
Not necessarily right now, but for the next show.
Right. Sounds
Okay?
good.
We can wire you in if anybody personally calls you during
Okay.
the show. That way we know that it's kind of secure. They already have your number.
Right. Yep. Sounds good.
I'm going to do the same thing just to kind of kick it off a little bit. One person I have not heard from that we were hearing a lot from, and Dave, if you want to type his name into the comments, is Raiders Mike. Raiders Mike was a regular on the show last year. We have not heard from him yet. So, looking for Raiders Mike. Was a regular last year, Joe. A regular. Anyway, guys, leave a live on Facebook. We're going to get the producer, Dave, to put a link in for you for the Sports Static on the Leap Alive one. So anybody watching from Leap Alive, I'm going to have Dave put the Sports Static link on the Leap Alive stream. If you could do that, please, Dave. And that way, everybody watching from Leap Alive, we're letting you know that the show last year, all year last year, was Leap Alive Sports. Okay? So we basically borrowed the Leap Alive name from the network who host us. But then the network told us sometimes we get a little too risky for them at Leap Alive. So they said we had to be our own face, our own name. We are now Sports Static this year. So all of you that watched us at Leap Alive last year can still watch us from there. But we want you to not only like, everybody on Sports Static should be liking the Leap Alive page. And everybody from the Leap Alive page should find and like, thank you, Dave, the Sports Static page. Very important because we're going to be giving you a lot of extras on those pages, okay? To call in the show, guys, you go to leapalive.com/register. Once you click the register button, you're not going to get spam. You're not going to get all this crap. You're not. It's secure and it's strictly so we can give you the phone number so you can be part of the live show. Remember that stuff. Joe, in closing, my friend, something you're looking forward to with the game tonight and in the upcoming games, and of course with your co-host over here, John, for the future shows.
So tonight I got the Bucks winning. I have the Bucks winning. So Sunday, big game, Eagles Falcons. That's my upset. Falcons beat the Eagles, and it's going to be a close game. And then with you, John, you know, if we have people tuning in, calling in, we're going to give you our opinions, and tune in, give us a like.
Joe, I like it, and that's what we want, the involvement. Remember what this show is all about, guys? I say it to you every week. It's from the fans. That's you. Hey, I said it's you, I said. And it's from the couch. I know, Ian Beckles, you want to knock us on that, but it's from you. It's from the bar. It's from the couch. It's your living room. It's you and your buddies in the man cave, or the girls in there, because usually I have girls. And today, guess what's crazy about this, Joe? Can you believe it, Joe? The comments featured today were for women. They were from women, Joe.
Yeah, I like it. Get the girls watch football too.
The girls watch football too. We did an analytical search, and we had some searches going on to check demographics, and women made up 48%.
Nice.
I gotta tell you right now, I was shocked by it. But what it tells you is what I notice about women in football, Joe, is they get a team, and they are loyal to that team, Joe.
Right. And I like it.
We're more scattered all over
we
the
are.
place. A lot of guys are like that. Women get a team, and they are loyal to that team.
Right.
I mean, loyal. And because of that, I gotta ask Lynn. I gotta ask her, because she could correct me on right there, prove me wrong on that. Is what team is she loyal to? I gotta find that out. What team is she loyal to? According to what I'm saying now, it would be the Panthers. I don't know, Joe.
I don't know either. She's from Tampa Bay area, so
We'll
hopefully
find
she's
that
pulling
out.
for the Bucks.
Hopefully, right?
Right.
But not this, not tonight.
Not tonight.
Guys, always a pleasure. We're going to see you guys at 10:30 a.m. Sunday morning, we're going to go through all of the games, talk a little bit about this game. Going to go through all the games, including the Monday night games. We're going to give you our picks. We're looking for everybody to be involved. Stay involved. It's going to be exciting. Dave, producer Dave, before we check out, anything we should know from your end over there?
That's all. Let's go watch the game.
Let's go watch the games, guys. Until Sunday at 10:30 a.m. From Joe, from John. Hey, guys, from your couch to us and back to you at the couch. We're doing our best. We will see everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean we will see everybody next Sunday. Peace out, my friends. Peace out. Until next time.